Chairwoman Klobuchar, Ranking Member Blunt, distinguished members of the committee, thank you for providing me with the opportunity to speak about the significant improvements that we've made following the events of January 6th, and to speak about the work that remains to be done. I want to begin by acknowledging the men and women of the Capitol Police who work so tirelessly to fulfill their mission of protecting the U.S. Capitol, the members of Congress, and the legislative process every day. It's my honor to work with these women and men who performed so courageously a year ago. And while I'm proud of our officers, the events of January 6th did expose critical departmental failures and deficiencies with operational planning, intelligence, staffing, training, and equipment. I'm pleased to report that we have addressed a significant portion of the many recommendations issued to the department. In fact, of the more than 100 recommendations issued by the Inspector General, we have implemented and are addressing over 90 of them. The staff report issued by your committee listed 5 recommendations directed to the United States Capitol Police. I can tell you that the department has implemented or is in the process of implementing each one of them. I'm prepared to discuss many of the recommendations today, but understanding the time limitations, I'll focus on the improvements that are the most impactful and that address the core of the committee's findings and conclusions. I've provided under separate cover for inclusion in the official hearing record a more complete formal statement that includes a detailed list of all the department's post-January 6th improvements. The committee concluded that an important contributing factor to the breach of the Capitol was the lack of a department-wide operational plan for the joint session. An important first step we took to address that concern was the onboarding of a former Secret Service official with extensive experience in major event and national special security event planning. Guided by his expertise, we now take a multi-phased approach to our planning process, with a focus on information gathering, intelligence, asset determination, internal coordination, and most importantly, department-wide dissemination of all intelligence and critical information before all large and high-risk events. This also includes the creation of the department's first critical incident response plan, which now allows us to more effectively and more quickly obtain assistance from partner agencies. In short, a blueprint for operational planning has been created and put into place for all future significant events. If January 6th taught us anything, it's that preparation matters. Immediately after the 6th, the department focused on the need to strengthen our frontline officers, the Civil Disturbance Unit, or CDU. For any demonstration that involves violence or the potential for violence, the need for a well-trained and well-equipped CDU is crucial. Recognizing the tactical importance of our CDU officers, we've developed a plan to elevate their status and incentivize them to remain in the unit. The plan entails the creation of 8 hard platoons. These platoons will be permanent units whose members train together and are deployed together. We've done other things as well to strengthen the CDU and make it more effective. One such measure is the establishment of the Bicycle Response Team, which works in coordination with CDU. We can now deploy 100 trained and certified bike officers, as well as 8 trained and certified officials to complement the CDU operations. Of course, our first responders can't do their job without the proper equipment. Therefore, we've reviewed all CDU equipment and upgraded it extensively to protect our officers and enhance our ability for crowd control. Our improvements have touched every component of the U.S. Capitol Police Department, but few changes are as dramatic as the ones that we've made to the way we gather, analyze, share, use, and disseminate intelligence. However, improvements to the department's lead intelligence component, the Intelligence and Interagency Coordination Division, began before January 6th. The department recognized that the IICD's decentralized structure had created informational silos. The continued focus on this has yielded significant improvements, including a nationwide search for a permanent intelligence director. The department is in the final stages of that process. We should have somebody on board in the coming weeks. The development of a United States Capitol Police intelligence product that is now shared with the intelligence community. The issuance of a daily intelligence report distributed to all officers and officials within the department. A biweekly classified intelligence briefing. Coordination with intelligence and law enforcement partners in advance of large or high-profile events. the realignment of task force officers to enhance intelligence sharing and dissemination, and the authorization for increased staffing. In fact, we've added 9 new intelligence analysts. We continue to be forward-looking in our efforts to ensure that the department has a strong and proven intelligence collection, analysis, and dissemination program. I want to thank the committee for its ongoing support during this process, in particular your support for the Capitol Police Emergency Act. I also acknowledge and appreciate the support that we have received from the Capitol Police Board. Today, I'm confident that the U.S. Capitol Police Department has made significant progress addressing the deficiencies that impacted the department's response on January 6th. And while more work remains to be done, the men and women of the Capitol Police stand ready to fulfill their mission each and every day.
Thank you very much, Chief. I want to start by asking, do you believe that